Hi again, everybody. This video is sponsored by contribution from Sarah, and here's her story. Ollie, I wanted to share with you one of the many verbal vomiting emails from my ex-narc. A little backstory. We dated for about 2 years and broke up 2 years ago, but remained good friends. However, I always knew something wasn't quite right about him. I did not realize until recently that he's a full-blown narc. He's extremely manipulative and thinks he owns me. He is also a shit stirrer, full of drama, and a controlling mofo. When I stand up to his shitty behavior, I incur the wrath of complete irrational hurricane. He is a master of projection and a king of denial. So throughout this year, I've been trying to cut off contact with him, but he always finds a way to thwart it. Fortunately, now he is almost gone, as I've just filed for a restraining order. When I've been firm with him about no contact, he would rage uncontrollably. When I would be gentle with him about no contact, he took it as hope. Nothing I ever said got through to him. When I outright ignored him, he would stalk, harass, and bully. He just doesn't see the logic in anything except when it's convenient for him. This email was sent during a reconciliation spell we had. I know, I fell for his hoovering yet again. However, during that time, after things were going south again, I had proposed we do 1 week with no contact, and he agreed. The following day, he was miraculously broken down on the highway on my way to work and called me after I passed him. I did not see him, but he is a mechanic, so what the hell was I going to do for him? Like an idiot, I fell for this trickery and answered when he called. We then agreed to get back to no contact until the following Sunday. He then showed up at my work unexpectedly the very next day, a Tuesday, with gifts for Valentine's Day. But at that time, we were in the month of May. When he saw that I left early, he drove the gifts to my house 25 miles away to leave them on my front porch. Every day after that, he had an excuse for contacting me. I got so fed up, I just ignored him. This email from him to me, sent about a week after the incident with the gifts, and this is one of the nice ones. It displays his complete lack of regard for boundaries and how I am the one responsible for things going sour. Here it goes. Sarah, I wrote this Tuesday. I don't know what God's plan is. It was a very difficult week. I never intended to speak to you. I expected to give you the time you needed, but everything simply went wrong. I believe God is really testing me. All I was doing was try to let you know you were not alone and someone was thinking and caring about you. See, whenever you hear from the narcissist, all I was doing, know what they're saying, because all I was doing is a response to you setting a boundary, whether it be no contact or whatever. And all I was doing is them telling you, fuck you, I'm violating your boundary. All I'm doing because of me and you're being difficult. And all I was doing, fuck you. When you hear all I was doing, enough. They don't respect boundaries. They don't. There's your key. All I was doing. Original letter starts below. Okay, it's 5:30. I just left your house, dropped the roses off and the food. How did this happen, you ask? At the last moment today, I had to go to North Boulder to Lincoln Highway and Canyon Run. While I was getting cleaned up, I thought how wonderful it would be to surprise you with some roses for Valentine's Day and some food and dinner. But it's May. And she said she didn't want to talk to you. She said no contact. See, it's I. It's always about them. I went with my heart. It didn't go so well. Please don't make me feel as if I should regret trying to do something sweet and considerate for you. So now you're the asshole because he decided to violate your boundaries. As I feel I'm changing, wanting to pull away and pull back. I am just frustrated and upset at the moment with how you handled this situation. Truthfully, probably more upset that I had to drive back from Boulder, perishable products, without making it to the job site. Sarah, I understand you are hurting, and I know you probably feel like I'm mowing down your boundaries. It was not intentional. I handle things differently. It doesn't matter. I know you feel like that, but I handle things differently. I. It ain't about you, stupid. It's not easy when two people love each other. I'm very sorry that I have put you through this. Past 5 months have been very difficult on both of us. We must work on trust. We must work on trust. This will either break us or strengthen us. Who's we, motherfucker? You're the problem, not her. We. Now it's we. Now it's we. When something needs to be worked on, it's we. When it's your boundaries, it's you and I. All I wanted to do was surprise you, drop the items off at work with the receptionist and have them hand deliver it to your office. Only wanting you to realize you're not alone and I'm thinking you. As for the food, I was worried about whether you were eating. I wanted to make sure you had some healthy choices. Sorry the cooler wasn't large enough. I hope you enjoyed the choices. I thought the tater tots were a good touch. I came by the office at 3:30 and saw your car there. Tried to get back as quickly as possible, but you had already left. I tried to call you because I wanted to see if I could catch you and possibly hand it off. If it had only been flowers, I would have left them at the receptionist. I did not want to communicate with you. It doesn't matter what you wanted. See, this is what they don't understand. They think in their mind, because they're doing some perceived wonderful thing, that negates your feelings. All I was doing. No, all you were doing was violating my boundaries. All you were doing was violating boundaries. That's what all I was doing is. I only wanted to surprise you and maybe put a little smile on your face. It was just a wonderful thought that went bad. It's really your fault. You left early. No, it's your fault for showing up there in the first place. It's now 6:10 and most people would do the proper thing and say thank you while still reestablishing the boundary. He wants to break the boundary and have you thank him. Sample below. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't answer. I got it screwed up. I really appreciate the roses and the food. Let's get back to our agreement. We can talk on Sunday, reassuring me that we're going to work on us. Do you ever think about how I'm feeling and how I'm trying about the pain I may be in? Do you really? Could you please try and make Bruce feel a little better and tell him we'll talk on Sunday. Thanks for everything. Anything? I got $100. Say you don't say a thing. I won't be reactionary. Let's see how long it takes. Well, that got awfully aggressive at the end, didn't it? Doesn't matter about a boundary. If they do something nice, that should trump all boundaries. It's up to them. They still decide. They make the choices. It's them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you want, what was said, what was agreed to. I'm doing something nice publicly that I want credit for. All I was doing was breaking your boundaries. That's all you were doing. Thank you for your contribution and thank you for your story. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any advice or opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover or a narcissist you'd like to expose, You know what to do with both the PayPal and my email links in the description box. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.